Can I complete incredible everyday tasks which animals find easy? This is Man vs Beast, and today it's Man vs Bee. How do you think you would do if you had to go out into the wild and find your own food? You'd probably die. What if you had a load of friends to help you? Could you cooperate and make it work? Bees have a way of doing this, all without saying a word to each other. Some species of bee have an incredible way of twerking for their dinner and telling each other where flowers and sources of nectar are. They are able to communicate the distance and direction of a flower all without saying a word. They have a form of dance called the waggle dance, which they use to share this information. When one bee finds a new source of nectar or a new potential site for their nest, they fly back to the hive to tell all their friends about it. All the other bees crowd around them and watch the finder bee shake its booty back and forth to tell them where the food is. The dance works with the finder bee angling themselves in relation to the sun compared to where the hive is. This tells the other bees the direction they need to head in. Then the bee waggles back and forth. The length of time it waggles for indicates the distance of the flower. Some honeybees have been recorded as flying an average of 5 kilometers from the nest, even traveling up to 13 kilometers away. What's even more incredible is that up to 90% of the time, the rest of the hive can successfully go out and find that food source. It is worth mentioning, however, that some scientists no longer believe the dance is quite as widely used or accurate as it was once thought. In today's challenge, can I channel my inner bee and complete an everyday task which they find easy? My fellow bee has hidden a flower in this forest. Show me where the flower is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's time for me to become the bee. Here you can see my first attempt at finding the flower. It was actually really hard to walk in a straight line without any frame of reference. It was also really hard to know how far I had walked. You can see both of these points from the fact I immediately headed in the wrong direction, not in a straight line, and I went too far. The flower was actually all the way over here. So with a little bit of cheating, I looked at how my first attempt had gone. Here you can see my second attempt, and my second attempt was a lot better. I was able to go in the right direction from the start and was able to stop at a much better distance. Even with some cheating, it was a complete stab in the dark trying to find the flower, and after 4 attempts I called it because I just had no idea if I was really getting closer or not. It turns out I was quite close in the end, and I think with a bit more practice and more attempts I would be able to find the flower. I can't imagine how hard this would be over kilometre distances like some bees are able to do. Today, it was not meant to be. I got closer every time and I ended up about 15 metres off to the right, but I was beaten by the bee. Now obviously bees have hundreds of thousands of years of evolution on their side. A very good sense of smell, they can detect UV patterns on flowers, and the ability to fly. But we have giant brains, technology and language, and I still wasn't able to complete a simple task like the bee.